that motherfucking beat on.
Oh, alright though. Oh shit.
Alright, man. Chris Robinson, what's up, bro?
What's going on? What's going on? How you feeling? Good to be with you.
Same. So, man, I did a lot of research on you, and I came up with nothing. So I think we gotta take it from the top.
That's good then.
We gotta take it from the top, man. So tell me, who are you? Who is Chris Robinson?
Chris Robinson. I'm a young creative, 23 years old. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I graduated from Morehouse College. Currently based in Atlanta. Just a little bit about myself. Like I said, I'm from Gary. I went to Banneker, and then Westside, where I graduated from. I'm the creator of LOOTED documentary. Do some other cool things with Sovereign Sounds. You can check my website out. We got all type of content. But yeah, I'm 23-year-old, young creative, young multimedia journalist, born and raised here in Gary, Indiana.
So let's get into the first part. So you from Gary, through. Where you from in the G?
I'm from 21st, so like Midtown. I grew up right by
like east or west?
Nah, West 21st, right by Michael Jackson House, like Roosevelt area. Like it's not. That's like the only growing up. That's like the only part of Gary that's not really a hood for real. You feel me?
That's true.
It's like 21st
between like Harrison.
Yeah, right. That's exactly where I live.
Yeah, like Harrison to Grant is like a perfect area.
Yeah, so it's like, and then not even
really where that church started.
Yeah, and that's exactly. I grew up right there by that church, right by the baseball field. So 21st, and it's like you feel me. You know, you got Delaney right there. So you feel me? You got Delaney. I remember it's like Fame Boys. Then you feel me? You go a little bit down 21st, but still like 21st was probably like the most neutral area in Gary growing up damn near. Especially
West
right
21st.
Yeah, West 21st. You can say East 21st, Virginia, all that. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, because that's
get real down there.
Yeah. So, if you grew up on 21st, what elementary did you go to?
Banneker.
Banneker.
The original Banneker. Yeah.
So not the one in Miller.
I went there for a year or two. I can't remember, but I went there for like 2 years. Then that's like when I started like getting in trouble. You feel me? You know, doing stuff like that. So my parents were like, all right, we're gonna. I remember I ain't never want to go to Banneker. They was like, where you want to go? Because you feel me, like they was trying, switch it up. So they let me go to Bishop Knoll. And that was like a private school in EC or Hammond.
But elementary though?
7th, 8th, and 9th. So I'm trying to think.
So you went to.
I went from Banneker from K
to 8.
Nah, K to 5, K to 5th.
Okay.
Then or K to 6. I'm sorry. Miss Broom was my 6th grade teacher. Yeah. So I'm trying to think when we moved to Kennedy King. I think that was 5th grade.
Okay.
So we moved to Kennedy King in 5th grade, and I had Miss Broom for 6th grade. Then I left because, like I said, Banneker was, it was changing. I remember I was getting in trouble. We had new faculty staff. My mom was like, all right, but we can switch it up now. So I went to Bishop Knoll. It was cool. I kept like, you feel me, getting in. I wasn't in as much trouble. But I remember I got
just the basics.
Yeah, like I remember one year I got like 21 detentions, and I was like, what the fuck, like.
Damn, you was getting.
But that's the thing. I wasn't doing nothing. You feel me? It was your shirt not tucked in. You know what I'm saying? You the black kid with your shirt not tucked in.
Yeah.
Then really, this is what it was. I had an incident with a teacher. Me and my friend, he thought she looked good, and then you feel me? Like she must have found out we was talking about her. So that was like a whole week of back and forth with the principal, the dean. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was like, all right, I'm trying to think. Yeah, this was my freshman year. And she was like, I don't like this. And that's when I kind of noticed, like, I don't really like this either. And it's really what it was, too. This was around the time when Chief Keef was becoming real popular. So.
Time out. How old are you?
I'm 23 now.
You 23?
Yeah. So this is 2012.
Got you.
2012, I'm in 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade, you feel me? Or 9th grade. Yeah, really 9th grade, because I started my 9th grade year 2012, but I graduated in 2016. So yeah, that's 4 years. All right, yeah. So this is around the time Chief Keef became real popular. And I remember, like, you feel me, all the niggas was wearing True Religion, you feel me, trying to grow dread, you know what I'm saying, polos and shit. And that's what, like, they wanted from us, you feel me, they wanted us to act crazy, you know what I'm saying, do all that. And then I remember when I came to Westside, like, niggas really just accepted me for who I was, you feel me, like,
right.
I was a little weird, I used to wear skinny jeans, you know what I'm saying, but they was like, okay, bro, you fresh, like, you feel me, damn, you wear some, I always wear dunks, like, my whole life. They're like, you wearing dunks, but they fresh, you feel me?
Right.
And that's how I met Rasheef, who's, like, really one of my best friends now, because we was literally like one of the only guys at Westside who's like quote unquote fashion forward, you feel me? Like we was wearing like skinny jeans, you know what I'm saying, like babe stuff like that, and we was cool, like they ain't fucking with this, but we was fucking with each other, and then you feel me, that built a whole another relationship right there. But then I just really learned to accept myself more who I was at Westside, you feel me, for a black man, you feel me, a person who, you know what I'm saying, all of that together, and I'm glad that I made that transition when I did.
From Bishop Knoll to
Westside, yeah.
Yeah, because I talk about this for me a little bit, because I mean, I guess this kind of tied to, your whole documentary thing. Going like Bishop No, of course, there's black kids there because it's in Hammond, right? Or is it
It's
in
like
Chicago?
right on the border. So like literally half of like the football field in Hammond and like the classrooms in East Chicago.
East Chicago,
but
got
I think
you.
it's considered Hammond though.
Okay, cool.
But yeah.
So coming up in Hammond, you know, where it's a lot of different racial barriers, and then coming back to Gary, you know, so coming from Gary, going to Hammond, back to Gary, kind of break that down for me. Like, what was that like? Like, did you experience, you know, different?
Nah. I mean, I would say. So this is the thing too. I was a Boy Scout growing up in Gary, St. Timothy Church, and I would say like now that I'm grown, that was like the first time I really experienced racism. You feel me? Growing up, like I remember we used to go camping. You know what I'm saying? Do all that shit, and it's like them kids was real life racist. Like they really, you know what I'm saying? Never seen black people. They ain't care. You know what I'm saying? They ain't care nothing about like Black history, none of that. So that's real deal racist. But at Bishop No, it was like it was a little different. It was just like it was sugar coated. You feel me? Like. You know, the white kid, you could tell, like, their parents might be like, oh, don't bring no black boy home. You feel me? So they might, you know, they might look at you a little bit, but they still, you know, try to kick it in your face. But we know it, you know what I'm saying? We know how y'all really feel. So
Right.
That was kind of the vibe at Bishop No. And I mean, I appreciated it. You feel me? Like, I believe in my life, everything happened for a reason. Like, I'm so big on that because, you feel me? Like, literally everything happened for a reason from, you feel me, the bad shit to the good shit. So it's just like, if I never would have went to Bishop No, I probably would have never, you know what I'm saying, knew that or I never would have appreciated myself the way I did at Westside.
Right.
So it's just like, you feel I appreciate everything. It's a lesson and a blessing. So
Right. So you left Westside and went straight to Morehouse, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so did you get a scholarship or did you come out of pocket?
Yeah, this was the thing. So I knew I wanted to go to HBCU. Jordan Wilson, that's like my big sister, my big friend. She went to Howard.
Karen Freeman.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
We grew up together. You feel me? Our mom's always been cool. So she went to Howard, and I remember like watching her. I'm like, okay, I want to go to Howard. You feel me? But then I didn't get into Howard until May. So
that happened to my brother.
Yeah. So and that's the thing. You know, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready by May. Like you gotta know where you're going. So
they literally sent him an acceptance letter. Like
they sent me deferral in May. Like you can keep waiting. And I'm like, nah.
Yeah, no, they sent him his letter. Like, oh, we accepted you. It's like I already accepted another school, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So long story short, before May, I had already looked at Morehouse and Tennessee State. Tennessee State was giving me, I think their school was like 36,000. They was giving me like 22, 24. So I'm like, damn, that's damn near full right. You feel me? Like, you know, that's a blessing. So financial aid covered the rest of that. So it's like, all right, cool. But I remember I visited Morehouse and I was like, I gotta go to Morehouse because you feel me? Like the vibe, you know what I'm saying? All of that was, it was just A1. So then, you feel me? Of course, you know, made emails, made connections. And then Morehouse was able to, you know, match some of the money Tennessee State gave me. So, you feel me? I was able to get a scholarship from there. And then that's the thing, too. Like, you know, every year at Morehouse, it was just like, you know, literally, this is another one of my things when I say everything happens the way it's supposed to. Because, like, you never know, like, you feel me? Like, your scholarship might cut off. You feel me? Like, the program, I remember, like, my freshman year, they gave me something from, like, the class of 68. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a random ass scholarship. But they made it happen for me because, you feel me? They wanted me to come. But then I ain't get it the next year. But they found another scholarship. You feel me? So it's just like, you never know. Like, you feel me? It's lessons and blessings and everything.
So were you into the journalism at Westside? Or how did you get into the journalism?
Yeah. So that really started at Bishop No. So I played football. And then most of my friends were athletes. So like in the off season, besides playing football, I was at my basketball homie games doing the little cameras, you know. So I was recording their mixtapes. We had this website, little portal, where you can get on there and like live stream the games and do commentary. Okay. And that was like officially through the school. Yeah. So you know, if you couldn't make it to the school, you know what I'm saying, you was getting on the website.
Okay. So that started in high school. You got that entry level experience in high school, basically.
Yeah, at Bishop No for real.
So and then did it carry over to Westside, or they didn't have the equipment
Westside
and stuff?
didn't really have a lot of programs for journalism. I'm trying to think. I would say like just at Westside, I was more so focused on my own football career, doing my own highlight tapes. But yeah, I would say like definitely at Westside, I was really just focused on like sports. Cause you know I was playing like with John Vay and Lonnie. Usually they went to. We had a super good team all 3 years.
Oh, Lonnie Johnson.
Yeah.
Got you.
So all 3 years I was at Westside, we had like super good teams. So.
Wow. So talk to me about, because I mean, it's one thing to grow up in Gary, and then it's another thing to grow up in Gary as like a politician or child or somebody who's in the political realm. Because like you said, you know, you were best friend. You grew up with Karen Freeman's daughter. Right. You know, so talk to me a little bit about what it's like growing up in that as a kid from Gary on that aspect. Because I feel like we are from Gary,
Yeah.
but it's still a little different, you know, aspect. You see different things, you're exposed to different things because of the resources and the connect. So kind of break that down for me. What was that like growing up?
I would say that was just like that really allowed me to see what Gary really was. You know what I'm saying? As a diamond in the rough. Because it's like when you go, I used to always go with my mom like on her little conferences. You know what I'm saying? Like when she would go out of country in the summer, or not out of country, out of the city in the summer, and she'd go like, you know, Indianapolis, Memphis, you know what I'm saying? All these like little political conventions where other city councilmen or other elected officials would meet up and talk about what they could do for their city. And it's people like, oh, you from Gary? Like, you feel me? They always had like some type of story or some type of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like
really powerful.
Yeah, like it matters.
So yeah, and it's like they treat it better than how we treat it. And even myself, like, you know, I used to be like, yeah, I'm from Gary. Why you acting like that? Like, like everything, you know, just dealing with my mom. Like, she was telling me, somebody had talked to her at the premiere, like, they were like, how did Chris do this? And she was like, I didn't have to tell him none of it. Like, this, even he felt like he you know what I'm saying, he wanted to do this. And that's honestly where I was, because like growing up and going out, you feel me, now that I live in Atlanta, you really see and you want to reach back on what's here in the city, because you really understand it's a diamond in the rough.
You do.
Like, people see it. It's just a matter of time for our community to wake up and see it before somebody else does. That's really what's gonna happen.
Right.
You know, so I'm really trying to, you know, do what I need to do now. You know what I'm saying? To
So
make
you
sure,
could be in.
Right. Make sure my stake in Gary is good, because I'd be damned if some white people come in here and take all this shit from us and we left with nothing.
Right.
Because that's what's gonna happen for sure.
That's why I asked you that question, like about growing up. You know what I'm saying? With politicians and stuff like that, because you get to see a different light versus like a kid who mama going to the township versus a kid who mama worked at the township. Because like I said, my mom worked at the township my whole life. So I was like, we were passing out flyers for Doja. We were passing out flyers for Mary Elgin. Like, you know what I mean? We were doing this. So it's like I've seen other sides, but then I've seen the other side as well. So that's why I had asked you that, because it's like, give me a little bit of, you know what I mean?
No, for sure. And it's the thing too, like about my documentary. I remember growing up in my church. I went to St. Timothy on 25th and Grant. And my mom used to, I remember one Sunday what it was. She really just forced me to do it. She made me take a picture with Mayor Hatcher. And he went to my church, but I ain't really realized, you know what I'm saying?
How epic it was.
Yeah, and I don't know. I know a picture is somewhere. It's somewhere. It ain't lost. But I don't know where it is right now. And it's just like, damn.
That would have been
like,
perfect for the doc.
Yeah, like, you feel me? Like, god damn, like, Mayor Hatcher was really that guy. Like, it's like, damn, he was really from Gary. So, you feel me? Like, just knowing that alone, like, Mayor Hatcher legacy, you feel me? My cousin was LaTroy Hawkins. Seeing him, you feel me, elevate out of West Side at 18 and go to the MLB. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really seen a lot come out of Gary, so it's just hard to, you feel me, play this city for cheap or leave it for dirt, because it's just like, I know, you feel me, like, we some of the most creative people here because we don't got nothing and we make do with what we do have. So it's just like, you feel me, growing up, you look at Hobart and you look at Maryville, they got them fat ass stadiums. We used to really be killing them in football and shit, but you feel me, like, what's up, like, you feel me, y'all got all the resources, but that's the thing, they don't want to give us the resources because they scared of what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen, exactly.
They start giving us real resources, it's gonna get real scary.